You want to make more money in your life, but you don't have a business yet. You don't have an offer. You're not sure what to sell. Or maybe you've even started selling something, but it is not selling well. I'm going to tell you a few things in this video that I think will help you so much when it comes to figuring out what you're going to do next. Give me just a few minutes and watch this video all the way through. And I think by the time it is over, you will have your plan and your actionable steps. If you're new to the channel, my name is Arlan Hamilton, and I used to be homeless. I was homeless 10 years ago. Since then, I have invested in more than 200, yes, 200 companies led by underestimated founders, people who are women, people of color, LGBTQ plus, and more. And there's a whole story about it. I have 3 books that tell this story about it, including this one behind me, and a book called It's About Damn Time. Highly recommend that one to start with. And I am on a mission to help you make more money, have more time and location freedom, and feel less stress. Because, man, I can tell you, I have been stressed before. And most of that stress comes from lack of money or lack of strategy. So I'm going to tell you right now that you do not have to have a website yet. You don't have to have an LLC to have a business yet. You don't even have to have a business. You don't even have to call it a business. If you are someone who works for someone else right now, and that, which is most of the people who will watch this, you work for someone else, you want to have your own thing. Let me tell you, it starts steps at a time. And if you're already out there in this entrepreneurial world and things just haven't been going your way recently, this video is for you as well. So if you have skills, if you have ideas, if you have a hunger, I call it being hungry, not thirsty. So you're passionate, but you're not desperate. But you have been stuck because you say, oh, I don't have an offer. I don't have a business. Listen up. I'm going to show you how to make your first $500 to $2,000 or your next $500 to $2,000 step by step. At the end, I'll share with you a way that you can go even deeper and get everything you need in just a week's time. And I've helped hundreds of people do this in the last 2 months. But first, I'm just going to tell you exactly the sauce. I'm going to give you the answers for free. First up, you're not behind. I have helped thousands of entrepreneurs over the past few years, not just on the investment side, but today I teach people how to make money on their own, not just raise money. But most people don't start with their business because they think they have to have everything figured out. If that is you, leave a comment right now and tell me, oh, you caught me. I'm the one that thinks that I have to have my name and my offer and my audience and my niche and what I'm going to say on Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn. I have to have that all figured out so I don't even start, or I get really, really concerned and it stops me because that perfectionism gets in my way. The truth is, that's a lot of people. And the truth is that you can start making money before you even figure out what your brand is. Before you have a name for anything, you can start making money. And I actually recommend that you do this. What do I mean by that? You need to think of yourself as someone who's in the lab. I don't want you to mistake what I'm about to say as try anything and see what sticks and try everything and be everything to everyone, because that does not work. What I do mean, though, is that you should position yourself that you are someone who experiments, you take tests, you have a hypothesis, just like in science class, right? You have a thesis, a hypothesis. You think, what could my thesis be, right? And then you test it by putting something out there. Let's talk about 3 ways you can start making money online this week. If you like the sound of that, let me know in the comments. You want to make money this week without a business, without a following, and without everything being perfect. Part 1, write this down, get your journal out, get your laptop out. Part 1 is you're going to offer your time. Different people at different stages are going to treat their time differently. For you, who are either starting from scratch, don't know what you are going to do, or you've been trying something that isn't working, so you're willing to try and start over, you're going to offer your time as a micro service. So you don't have to have a big business figured out. You just need one person to say yes to one thing. So let me give you an example, and this is going to be pretty tactical, okay? So let's say that you're good at organizing. I want you to DM, to private message 5 people who you know, or maybe you've talked to, maybe you met recently. 5 people. I know that sounds a little scary for some people, but this is, do you want things to change? If you want things to change, change what you do. DM 5 people this week, today, now, if you want, and say, hey, look, I'm offering a 1 hour virtual session to help people organize, if that's the thing that you're good at. Whatever you're good at, think of something that you're pretty decent at. I'm offering 1 hour. It's a virtual session. I'll walk you through how to do it. This could be at your home, like you're decluttering your home. This could be decluttering your email. This could be your Google Drive, phone numbers, a spreadsheet. You're getting things ready for taxes. Not doing your taxes, but organizing your bookkeeping so that you can have some things in place. That is what you're going to reach out. Think of something that you're good at, and you say, hey, I'm doing this for an hour. Would you like in? That's it. You don't have to have a sales page yet. You don't have to have even a stand store, which I love stand stores, but you don't even have to have that yet. You could if you wanted to. You can just have a text, and you can just have that text and say, look, it's going to be $50, $30, $75. When I was broke, and this would have been 2014, this particular thing I'm going to talk about. What I would do is I would set up like a little page, and it would say, for $30, I'll talk to you on a call for an hour, and I'll teach you how, like, different things that you can do to make your blog better, because I was a blogger. And I had in the past made some money through ads and some money through this, but it wasn't even about making money. The people wanted to learn. They wanted to learn, like, how do you think of things to blog about, and how do you upload, and what platform would you use, and how often do you post, and things like that, that you take for granted, that you think, oh, I do this. It's so easy. Everybody must know this. Not everybody knows this stuff. So I did that. And that was sometimes how I would eat, because people would sign up because they saw what I had, and they're like, yeah, I want to do that myself. So I want to learn how to do it. I've seen a lot of success recently with people who, for their very first offer, they're offering to change the bio of someone's social page, because bios are generally not very good and well written. And it's like $30, $50, $100. And you do a few of those and you get a few of those yeses, you get that muscle built, and you can kind of go anywhere with that. So let's say you're good with Canva, or you're good with some new AI tool, or anything that you can think of that you have been able to figure out that other people may not have yet. Offer to turn someone's long post into a clean one pager. Offer to uh, write something or help somebody with something, walk them through something for an hour while you're on Zoom, or hand them something over that you're doing for them, but you're showing them maybe how you did it in a Loom video or something like that. $75, $50, $100. You would be so surprised how many people say yes to that. And I'm not just saying this because I think it's true, and maybe it was true for me 12 years ago. This happens on a daily basis, day-to-day basis inside of my memberships. I have a few memberships, and and I teach this in depth, and it happens every single day. People post, oh, it worked. Oh, it worked. Oh, it worked. Oh, I made $500. I made $1,000, or I made $20. Like, people do this every day. So I have a membership called Your First 5K, where I have a 5-day challenge, which has helped hundreds of people make a lot of money fast, because they're learning how to do it. And that's not like some big claim. It's actually true. It's happened before. And then I have Arlan's All Access. And that's kind of if you want to graduate, you want to make your first 100K. And it also has the 5-day challenge. So you could have it in both places. Part two, what's part two? The part two is you're going to create a digital product that's a tiny digital product. So let's say you've already done the part one, like you've tested that out, you have that in the works. You're like, oh, somebody wants to buy something from me. Okay, cool. And here's a little hack on that part one. If you can't get anybody to say yes, or you're just nervous about it, Reach out to somebody right now and say, hey, I'll do this for free. Like I'm doing this for 75 bucks, but I'm going to do yours for free just because I want to have a couple of testimonials. Would you be interested in helping me out? Do the service for them as if they paid you, do the whole thing, treat it very professionally. And then now you have a case study. Now you have a testimonial. And now you have like more practice with it. So then you can go to the next person and actually charge. All right. So then the next part is that tiny digital product where you're going to charge maybe $7, $9, $20. It's going to be a low ticket. And you just need it to be a useful tool for someone. This is going to be something like a checklist in Google Docs or a spreadsheet or some type of daily journaling or a template. Going back to the bio thing, let's say you created bios for people and you'll charge them $75 to walk them through and learn about them and make it really custom. Or you'll charge $20 to give them a template that you make once. And the template has some like little parts in it that they can fill in. And you just know that there's a formula to make the bio great, right? You would do that as something that you don't have to be in the room for them to buy it. You could be asleep while they're buying it. That's what we're talking about when we talk about a tiny digital product, just to bring people in. And you would say to somebody, hey, look, so you would say you do Stand Store. Like I said earlier, I really love Stand Store. Gumroad is awesome too. I think Stand Store is like super simple. Gumroad looks kind of cool. And you just post on your social, on your LinkedIn, on your email. If you have like 30 people on your email list, you'd send this out and you say, look, I made a simple checklist. I made a simple template. I made a simple guide that's going to help you do XYZ. It costs $9. Here's the link to it. And you just never know until you ask. You never know until you ask. And once you do that a few times, you'll start to see like, whoa, if that works, like 2 or 3 people buy that for $10, what content then could I start to post a few times per week that would lead people into that and get more people into that funnel. And especially when you start getting this feedback from people that it's actually working and helping them, it's like a non-friction thing. It starts to become like a manifestation for itself, and it gives you a lot of confidence. And that's what I want you to have. You don't have to make thousands of dollars right away. I just want you to have that confidence that actually I can sell. I get to watch this happen on a day-to-day basis with people, and it's people who don't believe it, and it happens, and then it's just like life-changing for them. Part 3. This one is kind of cool because you don't even have to have an offer. You don't even have to do your own offer. And you can actually skip parts 1 and 2 if you don't think you can do those. Go right to 3. And that is being someone's affiliate or referrer and making a commission on what they have. This can be anything from like making commissions on a digital product, a course, someone you know who has a course who does affiliates, or it could be on something physical, a physical product. It could be for an event or an experience. Like Ticketmaster has an affiliate program. Did you know that? Like you can sell concert tickets and promote upcoming concerts and get paid by Ticketmaster. I think that's really fun and cool. There are other ones like Amazon and like there are thousands and thousands of companies that have affiliate programs, lots of SaaS, lots of like these tools that we use on a day-to-day basis. If you have a new AI tool that you've been using, go look at the bottom of their page, their homepage. I bet you they have an affiliate program linked from there. And they'll say, look, we'll pay you 5%, 10, 20, 30%. With your first 5K, I do a 50% commission on it. And we have 1,300 people right now in your first 5K, and like 300 or 400 of them came from affiliates, like affiliate referrals. That's pretty cool. That's like I've like paid out thousands and thousands of dollars to members because they're like, I love it in here. It doesn't cost a lot, and I'm going to tell my friends about it and tell people about it and make content about it. So it can be really lucrative if you don't have your own offer or as like a little addition complement to the offer that you have. And this is like a deeper hack if you want to go really far with affiliates. I created a free membership or a low ticket membership on School because that's my favorite membership platform. And then I made courses, and then in the courses, have my affiliate links to what you need in order to do the courses, like things that will help you with the courses better. And that has brought in a lot. Even for School, I make like $3,500 a month just by having my School link up because they pay me like 40%. So it like the possibilities are kind of endless when it comes to the affiliate side of things. And you don't have to do like MLM and kind of weird stuff. Just go find something that you use all the time, see if they have an affiliate program, pop your link somewhere in your signature of your email, in your Substack that you do, newsletters that you do, talk about it on your stories, on your Instagram, your YouTube channel. Just see how it works, and then see of those things, like having my own digital product, having an affiliate, having where I do something with someone. See which one of those works for you, of those three, and do more of that. Like that's what trips me out so much, is like people will find something that works and then they'll stop doing it because they're like, okay, I'm going to go do something else now. It's like, wait, you just figured that out and it's working. Why are we like completely changing what we do? So this is a way like you can have no brand. You don't need a brand for any of the stuff that I just mentioned to you, because you need a win. You need points on board. Once you have that, you have momentum. I've made millions and millions of dollars, but it all starts with $10, $20, $100, $1,000. That's where it starts. If you don't do that, then you don't get that muscle that is heavily, heavily needed, and you don't get that quick win that you need. And that's what we need, is quick wins. So if you say to yourself right now, okay, I want to make what it's, whatever day it is that you're seeing this, I want to make $1,000 by this time next week. If you say that to yourself, you're going to get something on the board. It may not be the 1,000, but you're going to get something on the board when you say that to yourself and you do some action. You take 50% to learn. So go through my YouTube channel, maybe download a book, maybe go to my memberships. The links are in the description for anything of that. But maybe, whatever it is, go somewhere else, wherever you're going to get your knowledge from. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. So it has almost everything you need for free. But spend 50% of the time learning, taking notes, like reiterating, going back, rewinding, and then spend the other 50% of that dedicated time to doing. If you do that, you are off to the races. And I've seen it happen so often, and I know you can do it. It's a muscle that we all have, and it's just about how willing are you to strengthen that muscle and to give it a try. If you never try, you'll never know. Stop the perfectionism, stop the excuses, stop the I can't do this, I've never done that. Okay, you haven't done that. That's the past. Let's see what you can do now. Let's see what happens next.